Hi traders, you are welcome back to the Forex Geek channel. So this video is all about the best 5-minute MACD strategy. All right, this is a clean momentum based system that helps you make fast but structured trading decisions using the MACD indicator, one of the most popular tools in the game. All right, so if you are trading on the 5-minute chart, this one is built for you. Let us get straight to it. First of all, you open your 5-minute chart. All right, you apply the MACD indicator, the Moving Average Convergence Divergence. Okay, ensure that the settings are as thus. The fast length should be 12, the slow length should be 26, and then the signal smoothing should be 9. All right. So this setup helps you track short-term momentum shifts and signal line crossovers. But we don't enter just on any crossover, okay? We combine the MACD with price action confirmation to filter out weak signals. All right, so for a buy setup, you need the MACD line crossing above the signal line below the zero level. You can see that this is the zero level, right? So you need a bullish crossover below the zero level for a buy setup, okay? And then you also need a strong bullish candle forming at or just after the crossover. You can see we had a strong bullish candle form here right after the crossover. So ideally, price bouncing from a minor support level, because you can also see that we have a support zone around here, right? We have a support zone around here. And if you have price bouncing off a support, let's just zoom back a bit. Yeah, zoom back a bit. Let's go to a higher time frame to show you something. Okay, so you can see that this is actually a support zone. Can you see that? That's exactly what I wanted to show you, right? So you can see that this is a support zone. Let's go back to our 1-minute chart. All right, so if you have price being rejected from a support zone and you're looking for buy entries, that even gives more validity to that signal. It gives more more confidence to take that trade. Now for a sell setup, the MACD line should be crossing below. For a sell setup, you should have the MACD line crossing below the signal line. All right, like what we can see happening here, the MACD line should cross below the signal line above the zero level. You can see this above the zero level. Then you should look for a strong bearish candle that confirms the move. Okay, you can see after that crossover, you can see that we had a bearish candle around here. Ideally, price should be rejecting a minor resistance area. You can see we have a resistance zone around here and price is rejecting that zone. Okay, so once you get your confirmations, you can then proceed to entering your trade, whether it's a buy setup or a sell setup. All right, avoid taking entries when price is ranging or the MACD is flat. If you notice that price is ranging, just avoid taking trades during such a period. For example, you can see how price was ranging around here. You can just stay out of the market. Or when you notice that MACD is flat, you can stay out of the market as well. Okay, you want momentum. You want to enter trades where the momentum is strong. All right, remember that this is scalping. You are looking for fast-paced trades. You don't want to just stay in a trade, tied down in a trade because of consolidation. All right, you're looking for fast-paced trades. All right, once the conditions are met, you can enter on the close of the confirmation candle. For example, you can see we had a sell signal around here, bearish crossover above the zero level. We had price already getting rejected from a resistance zone. We had a bearish candlestick pattern form around here. This would have been a good place to enter a sell. Your stop loss can be just above the recent swing high. Your take profit can be around, support zones. Ensure you have a risk to reward ratio of at least 1 to 1.5, at least 1.5x of your risk. All right. Okay. Then in the case of a buy trade, of course, once you get your confirmation, ensure that you have that bullish crossover with below the zero level. Then you look out for price being rejected, from a support zone, right? Then of course you enter your buy trade once you get a bullish confirmation candle. Once you enter your buy trade, you can set your stop loss below the swing low. All right, you want to tight stop loss. This is a scalping strategy. The take profit can be around the next resistance zone. Just ensure you have a good risk to reward ratio, minimum of 1.5. Okay, you are aiming for at least 1.5 times your risk or 2 times your risk. All right. So you can also use time-based exits. For example, if price stalls for 4 to 5 candles, you can also decide to close manually. That is a time-based exit. You can use predetermined levels for your exit, such as support and resistance. You can also use the MACD, crossovers. For example, if you are in a buy trade and the MACD suddenly enters the below the zero level and crosses to the upside, that could be a sign to exit. Sorry, the MACD suddenly, you're on a buy trade and the MACD suddenly rises to the upside and crosses downwards. That could be a sign to exit your buy. You are scalping, right? Or you can decide to use time-based exits. Maybe the price stalls for like 4 to 5 candles. You can decide to exit. The reverse is the case for a sell. Maybe you're in a sell trade and the MACD enters the lower zone and then crosses to the upside. You can decide to exit your sell, all right? Or when price gets to a notable support zone, you can exit your sell. Or when the candle, stalls, when price stalls for like 4 to 5 candles, you can also decide to exit your sell trade. Okay, stick to 1 to 2% per trade. All right, do not chase signals or force trades if the MACD is flat. This strategy works best in trending or volatile sessions. So think London or New York Open. Okay, think London or New York Open. Avoid overlapping trades. One quality setup is better than multiple weak setups. Okay, track your results, journal your trades, and stay patient. Okay, it's super important. So that is the best 1 minute, 5 minutes. That's the best 5-minute MACD strategy that we discussed in this video, or at least one of the best. It's a blend of momentum, structure, and simplicity. At the end of the day, best is subjective, right? So it depends on you. However, this strategy is quite effective, and you can actually try it out on a demo account first before going to a live account. If you this strategy is the blend of momentum, structure, and simplicity. If you got value from this breakdown, hit the like button and subscribe for more smart strategies. Turn on notifications so you never miss a session setup again. Comment below if you want a live chart breakdown or a strategy using MACD with RSI or EMA. See you in the next one. Happy trading.